up over the past week. He's got some believers. His special teams are better. Goals against coming down.
It has to. Their goal scoring prowess is rivaling teams in the 20s, 28, 30. Well, you keep it under 2 or 3 goals, 2 goals, 4 or less than 10 of 16, and you're not going to score much. You better defend well.
I remember that 27-2018. They were tough to watch.
Glenn, as a goaltender, that puts a little extra pressure on you, doesn't it? Oh, it sure does. You know, we had Patrick Law on the show tonight. Whenever you play against guys like him, it puts pressure on you because you make a mistake at your end, he's not making one at his end. And you also know if your team doesn't score much, well, once the second one's in, start the jet. But he's responded. He's handled it so well.
Leafs look tight tonight. I mean, tight as in good.
And they believe they can win. You know, you watch before the game, and they've got their game routine down. They feel good about themselves.
Grabner had his shot stopped from the wing. Here's Pollock, can't see anything. Gardner fires a shot that was blocked. Derek Dorsett blocked it, and now he'll go after Gardner, who plays the puck back. Pollock to Byron Frazee. And that's the cue for both teams to change again. Alexander, Christopher Tannen. Wink wide pass is a bouncing puck for Tannen, goes to the front of the net. Bertschy's in on the left side. Bo Horvat in the slot. And the Leafs get the puck, and on this shift they'll spend any time in their own zone. Forecheck by James Van Riemsdyk, and he got the puck back for his team. Harrington with a shot, didn't quite get through. Tanev got back to the front of the net and blocked it. And a breakout attempt for Tannen at center. On Harrington, he got by him, he's got Bertschy in front, takes the shot. There's a rebound, Horvat's after it. Puck is loose. Bertschy can't find it, Reimer does. Down on the ice, he was swimming, but he found the puck before the Canucks could. And it's still a 1-0 Toronto lead on Hockey Night in Canada.
Today we're going to talk about trucks.
Works for me.
Which truck brand do you think offers best-in-class HD towing?
Ford. I would say the Ram.
Okay, let's move to the second door. Best V8 horsepower.
The Ram. I say Ford on the V8.
Chevy.
What about this year's Motor Trend Truck of the Year?
Chevy.
What do you think?
The Ford.
The Ford?
There's no reason why they shouldn't be.
Let's see how you did. That's the Chevy Silverado HD, the Chevy Silverado, and the Chevy Colorado.
No way.
Chevy.
Wow.
That's a clean sweep.
I'm the type of guy who will never settle down. I'm never in one place. I roam from town to town. And when I find myself falling for some girl, I hop right in that car of mine, drive around the world, 'cause I'm a wanderer. Yeah, a wanderer.
Rated M for mature. Buy Xbox One and get Fallout 4.
Send me some love.
Look at us. We woke up one morning with every song that ever mattered to anyone. So now what? Music's meant to be heard, out loud, where your life happens, where you dance, where you love, and where you live. When everyone has every song ever written, what matters most is how you listen.
2 on the left are 19-year-olds, and Ben Hutton is a 22-year-old. Youth is served in Vancouver.
Well, Jim Benning believes you get 7 cracks at improving your team every year when you go to the microphone and you say, I'll take Mr. Hutton. All kinds of calm, all kinds of poise. The microphone in New Jersey, Bo Horvat. That's who they drafted with the Schneider deal. And how about McCann? He leads their team in goals. This kid here, he took warm-up. Hunter Shakurk, he can't even get in the lineup, but look at the skill level. You know, the Twins are 35. You've got to fill around them with some skill, and they are certainly doing that with some Ontario boys.
Hunter Shakurk from Calgary called up today after 10 goals in the minors. Here's Morgan Riley, stripped to the puck, and he's getting back in a hurry. Joffrey Lupul keeps it in for Daniel Winnick up against Bartkowski. There's Riley again, holds the puck in the corner for Lupul. He protects the puck from Hutton. Riley takes a shot wide of the net. Nobody could tip it. And the Canucks get out to center. Here's Daniel Sedin. Henrik chips it in. Carrick with 10 goals in 12 games in the minors, and 6 of those goals came in 2 games. A pair of hat tricks.
Patrick against Rochester, the end of October, with some of the brass from Vancouver in the house.
That's the night to do it.
That's the night to do it. That warm-up stuff reminded me of Simmer at Michigan State. Maybe not so much now.
Back and forth here, and now it's Vancouver's turn. McCann with a dish goes to the front of the net, and the return pass was there. He couldn't quite get it, though. Here's Radim Verbata. Jared McCann's out front. Higgins is in behind the net from the blue line. Yannick Weber snapped a shot off a skate in front, then went off Higgins. And P.A. Parento gets the puck. It's a good-looking line with McCann, Higgins, and Verbata. Penalty coming up, the first one of the game. And both arms are up. And there's a hook coming here. And it'll be against Radim Verbata of the Canucks.
And how quickly you can go from almost tying this game up. A good puck movement across ice. Higgins with great positioning in front. And there's a positional save by Reimer. But coming back, Verbata with just the quick little stick in there. And the call was made. So an opportunity here from a penalty kill that's really struggled for the Vancouver Canucks.
7 goals against in their last 4 games. And part of the problem, sometimes it's a real simple thing on special teams, isn't it, Greg? Like you can't win a face-off when you're killing a penalty.
Yeah, and sometimes it's, you can't get a save either. Typically in penalty killing, you need your goaltender to step up.
And the Leafs power play has a chance to get them a 2-0 lead. As in Kadri, back to the blue line, and Dion Phaneuf. Parento in front, Joffrey Lupul, one-timer, and a save by Miller as Lupul again looked for his 200th NHL goal. Back the other way, shorthand, a long shot wide of the net from Bo Horvat.
So there's a great example of a goaltender saving you there. A little bit of a breakdown in the coverage. The lane was open and 2 excellent saves.
Here comes Lupul again. He's had a couple of beauty chances. We've got Leo Komarov with him. Nazem Kadri, Dion Phaneuf, James Van Riemsdyk, who takes the puck up the right wing boards. Intercepted by Chris Higgins. Just about got away from Phaneuf, who held his ground to the blue line. Komarov. Kadri protected the puck from Burroughs to Phaneuf. One-timer over top of the net. Pretty play by Kadri to Phaneuf, and they just didn't quite finish. And now Chris Higgins gets the puck and clears it in the last minute of this penalty to Radim Verbata.
That would have capped off a big play by Dion Phaneuf. He kept the puck in at the line under a lot of pressure, and 2 passes later had a great chance down the slot.
Jake Gardner on the second power play unit. Daniel Winnick. Peter Holland, number 24, is in on the left side. Tyler Bozak, P.A. Parento. And it's Parento with the puck chased back by Adam Cracknell. Here's Holland. Drop pass for Gardner. On the other side, Winnick to the front of the net. It was tipped, so Holland couldn't get it. And the Canucks' Chris Tanev comes up with the puck and clears it down the ice. So the power play ranks 24th, but it's 5 for its last 16. Their special teams have been getting better with their overall play. That would be an indication that the penalty is over. Verbata's back on. Power play for Toronto 0 for 1. Here's Grabner in front of one-timer that was blocked. Another hard shot by Riley, stopped by Ryan Miller. And a bouncing puck just at the end of this power play. The Leafs just about make it 2-0. Miller down on the ice, couldn't quite come up with a puck. Daniel Sedin couldn't get out. He'll try again. His rink-wide pass goes off the stick, and Henrik has it. Return pass to the other side of the ice for Yannick Hansen. In the last minute of the first period, Byron Froese dumps the puck in for Toronto.
There's a couple of big saves by Ryan Miller there to give his team get out of this period down by 1.
The Vancouver's had some gaffes in their own zone early in this game, haven't they?
A couple of uncommon turnovers there, giving the Leafs a lot of easy offense. It shows the state of your defenseman, your best defenseman, Ben Hutton.
Kadri lost his footing and went offside. Every family is a drama. Don't miss an all-new episode of This Life, Monday night at 9 on CBC.
Bo Horvat, 28% when he's shorthanded in the face-off circle, and that face-off loss leads to the Leafs getting to play with the puck a little bit. And there's the saves that you mentioned, Craig. 2 beauties back-to-back on the power play. And, you know, part of it with Brandon Sutter out of the lineup tonight. You've got some young guys that have got to take draws. Horvat, McCann.
McCann has really struggled with it. Horvat's been a little better, but it's his losses that have led to power play goals in the last couple of games. In Ottawa and in Columbus on this road trip. Dion Phaneuf to Sean Mathias, and he's inside the blue line offside with 18 seconds to go in the first period.
Well, you think of the Vancouver Canucks on a very important road trip. It started in a tough way. You lose a disappointing home game against the Pittsburgh Penguins before going on the road, but with Montreal and Winnipeg on the docket, Billy Desjardins knows the importance of this game. And with the gaffes that they've had, as you said, Jim, it's a one-goal deficit is not that bad getting out of the first.
And it's not the kids that are having
No.
trouble. This defensive pair of Edler and Tanev has had a tough first period.
That's an important period, though, don't you think, Glenn, for Ryan Miller? He has had his couple of gaffes, a couple of disappointing losses, a bad goal in Ottawa that cost the team, and this has been a good, solid first period for him.
He has been in the news for all the wrong reasons. Should be the headline of what's gone on with the team, like Reimer has been for the past 14 days.
There's Reimer out to play that shoot-in. Danielson heads for the front of the net. Henrik tried to get him the puck. First period comes to an end. The shots were 9-6 in favor of Toronto. Good first period at home, where they have not won on a Saturday night. 1-0 Toronto after the first. Here's George.
All right, thank you very much, Jim Houston. There's still lots more hockey to get to. We'll get you caught up on what else is happening around the league. But up next, Coach's Corner, Ron McLean and Don Cherry.
Okay, obviously for Movember, you have a beautiful jacket on this evening, Don, and don't be like giving it just lip service. Let's make a contribution for prostate cancer and be like James Reimer. Great shave percentage. We'll get to him in a minute. What else you got?
I don't know. Anyhow, this here, tomorrow at 2 o'clock, the Brampton Beasts are putting, they're giving all the money to Wounded Warriors, my buddies, and anybody does that is okay in my book. Now, you know, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to do the sang of Reimer, eh? He's my buddy. He's our buddy. He put the thing on and everything like that. Let's just go back and what he did. He put them in the playoffs, and they choked, and Boston beat them, right? Mm-hmm. So what do? Not the screw regime. They go out and they get a backup goalie that's out west, and he's number one because they made the thing, and they shove him in the back. And this regime, they go out and sign Bernier to another contract. And I said, the very first Coach's Corner, I said, Bernier's got to play his way off the number one, and Reimer's got to play his way on, which he had. And I guarantee you right here, right now, that look at the saves he's making right now. What he's got, four wins in a row or something like that. This guy here would not be playing if Bernier hadn't got hurt. The only way he's playing is because he's playing. And you know what? When Bernier comes back, they'll try to get him number one. That's the way it works. This kid is playing so good. You know why? He's got his confidence. He's playing and playing and playing and playing.
But Don, the fact is, the new regime is Mike Babcock. It's, you know, how are you going to argue with that?
Well, what?
The new group. I mean,
so what? The new group is the one that signed Bernier to the contract.
So Lou Lamoriello and Mark Hunter and
well, what, are you afraid of those guys?
Kinda.
Well, everybody's afraid of them. I tell the truth. Okay. You think I'm worried about anybody? I'm not. Reimer would not be playing if Bernier was healthy. I guarantee you that right now. All right.
Adam Oates just over here. All
right, Adam Oates. You're going to see Cadre pulling Adam Oates and watch JVR do the Brett Hall. Watch this here. That's there. There goes Adam. Drop the puck. Looking back. Look at Cadre. He zings it up. Look at Weber. It is. Look and say, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. Anyhow, we're going to show these composite sticks. Look at this like a slingshot. Look at Weber. Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. And that's the way Brett Hall used to put him in. And that's the way Adam Oates, boy, I'll tell you, he used to lead the league all the time and drop passes.
Don, you've always been a fan of, first of all, Martin Jones. You're saying in net for the San Jose Sharks is a key to the deal.
BC boy, yeah.
But your guy.
My guy, I just love Brody. Watch this here.
No, sorry, Joel Ward first.
Oh, Joel Ward. You're going to do him first?
Yes.
All right, Joel Ward. Watch Joel Ward. Nobody wanted this kid. he got drafted by the OHL 240th, I think. Nobody wanted him. Nobody wanted him in the National Hockey League. He was a walk-on. Ladies and gentlemen, he leads now the San Jose Sharks in scoring. He also leads them in the most accurate shot, the whole NHL, and he's the best guy on 64%, believe it or not, in the NHL, and nobody wanted him. And you kids out there, when you get drafted 248th and you can't make it and you think you're going to quit, just think of Joel Ward. He didn't quit, and look what he's doing now.
Okay, TJ Brody.
Okay, TJ Brody, another favorite of mine. Watch this here. Last night he led the team in shots. This is the overtime goal, little pass like that. By the way, Hartley likes to play two defensemen like everybody else. There he is in the end. But last night he blocked the most shots of anybody on both teams. He had the most shots, and he set up that goal. And that's why Hartley likes to play two defensemen, because he's got the defenseman to play it.
And a goalie that this is the thing you really like in the 3-on-3.
Let me hold it. Okay. Watch the goaltenders move this puck. Watch Ramo move this puck. Never on a 3-on-3, goalies hold on to it because it's a face-off on your end. Ramo moves it. Watch this here. Put it in again. Gets it. Now watch. See that? Nielsen puts it right over. Remember, kids, on a 3-on-3, because it's coming to all leagues, always move that puck. And watch this here. Beauty like that goalie all the time.
All right, because we're showing neat little things. Using the net or the boards to pass to yourself.
This is like your deal. Why don't you talk on this?
It's the bank passes.
Yeah.
You started it, but I'm really into it. Placanis with a beauty here. And the base of the net, as you know now, is even. It used to be in the old days, 2 bubbles. But with that flat base, and there's, in that case, Ennis using the boards, Goudreau. Over and over again, you're going to see Tarasenko, a beauty coming up here.
And when you practice it, kids, make sure you do it, because your coaches, if it doesn't work, will be awful ticked. You better know what you're doing.
All right, let me introduce this too, because we're getting a little tight for time. You did a coach's corner on goalie masks. That was a real eye-opener.
Now, think of his stick. Look at that. If his stick had been narrower, or as they go to a point, look at this there now. You'll see one that's unbelievable. And I've always said they should be a little smaller, because if you had a smaller stick, see that there? Go ahead, put it in.
There we go. That's Glenn Healy's. He brought his in.
Someday, somebody's going to get in the eye with a narrow stick. You people are always for safety. Do something about it. The goalies wouldn't agree with us. There you are, and we're going to show. You're going to show the other guy.
Marc-Andre Fleury, yeah.
No, the other guy you said got
hurt.
No. You don't have it?
We don't.
All right, now, the other night, or last night, Marc-Andre Fleury, his dad lost his eye. Watch it, gets it in the eye, goes right straight through. Now, I have always said it all even. Watch this here, goes right in his eye. I said it's all even. They should have it that stick never goes through. And look at that there. You telling me, look how close is that? They're talking. See that there? They should have another bar across or something that stick can't go through, because someday somebody's going to lose their eye.
Donald S. Cherry for Movember, and of course for Wounded Warriors on the Coach's Corner on Hockey Night in Canada.
1-0 Leafs heading for the second period. Ryan Miller acquitted himself well on the Canucks goal despite giving up the one goal. He's 35, and Jacob Markstrom may yet be the next one, but then there's 19-year-old Thatcher Demko at Boston College. He's from San Diego. Canucks took him in the second round 2 years ago. He's putting up startling numbers at Boston College. 10 games played, 6 shutouts. No shutout last night, but a 6-4 win over Michigan State. His historic start gives him a goals against of 1 and a .962 save percentage. So Thatcher Demko, that's a name for Canuck fans to remember, Jim.
He's just getting started this season. 6 of those 6 shutouts came in 7 games.
I know, amazing start. Can I throw out another name for Canuck fans? Sure. How about a Brock Besser, University of North Dakota? Another guy who they have drafted who's a special player. San Diego, though. That'll be a first.
Got some special players on the ice right now. The Sedins are out with Yannick Hansen to start this second period. And Edler and Tanev on defense. So Morgan Riley and Matt Hunwick, who have played against all the top lines, are out there for Toronto once again, along with the Spalling line. That features Daniel Winnick and Joffrey Lupul. Hard pass by Edler, didn't get through, and goes the distance here. There's an icing call against Vancouver.
A real pointed start here by the Vancouver Canucks. A hard dump into a set play off of the one draw, and Willie Desjardins, I'm sure, trying to get his team a little bit more aggressive. They weren't able to get that established pressure in the offensive zone. And Jim, when they're playing at their best, they pinch hard with their defense and they're able to get you hemmed in.
There's Van Riemsdyk with a shot right off the draw, and Miller made the save. Another one faceoff. That's an area that the Leafs have really improved upon, is their faceoffs all over the ice. And a lot of it, says Mike Babcock, is just putting pressure on guys to be better, not teaching them anything.
And Nazem Kadri has been that. He was 45% last year, and he's 52.8, and he made that one look easy. Tied up the stick to stick and then used his foot to get the puck back.
Tried to use his feet there. McCann, who's at 37% in his rookie season, managed to win that run.
Well, Sidney Crosby thinks he has to work on it as a young player and does, then I would imagine there can't be anybody who could think that they don't have to work on it, because that's what Sidney did early on in his career.
Dan Hanhus with a shot that was a fluttering shot that got through to James Reimer, and he made the save.
It's been somewhat of a strange first period for the Vancouver Canucks, usually pretty tidy with the puck, but it has been a turnover type of game in the first period, and it's not the young kids that we showed. It's in fact the guys that are all-stars, the guys that have played in the Olympics. It's the veteran players that have been guilty of giving the puck to the guys in blue. We expect it from the young guys, but not from the guys with lots of experience.
Defensive zone face-off win for Tyler Bozak. And Roman Polak put the puck off the boards. There's a penalty coming here on a hook, and it's
Jake Virtanen's going off. And Jim, this is the youthful exuberance you were talking about. A lost draw, trying to get in after the puck. Polak keeps his legs moving, and he just gets inside, and that stick tries to get his hands out of there, but that stick got cradled in to the arms of Polak. NHL stats, though, Glenn Healy, only one giveaway for the Vancouver Canucks recorded in that first period.
Oh, yeah,
you just showed about 6 on that replay.
There's another face-off win on a power play and a loss for Bo Horvat on the penalty kill.
The NHL stat guys just get in the building for free.
There's Kadri with a shot. That's knocked down in front of the net. Joffrey Lupul, Dion Phaneuf looks to load up. Now he passes off. Van Riemsdyk shoots. Miller the save, and he gets a quick whistle with Leo Komarov shoveling away for a loose puck.
And, you know, Komarov's there. He's where he's supposed to be, but he doesn't do the job he's supposed to. Watch the eyes of Ryan Miller. He's able to see around him for that one and make the first save. When it went back over to James Van Riemsdyk, he's standing off to the side. If you're going to stand there, you got to get right in the eye line of the goaltender, and there it was way too easy for Miller to see the puck.
Give him a break. Nobody told him he'd get to play on a power play.
He wasn't coming in this season thinking he was going to be there, did he?
I'm sure he wasn't thinking he was getting much power play time. He spent 2 years without touching the puck. Here's Kadri. Pass and escape. Komarov out front. Loose puck. And the Canucks can't clear it. There's Kadri with a shot that deflected off Edler up into the netting. So been an adventure around that Vancouver net on this Toronto power play.
Well, there's an adventure for Miller as he's reading this puck going all the way across, and so he went over quickly to get to Van Riemsdyk, and for a moment in a wide open cage.
It's almost like the puck hit Lupul's skate.
Tanev did a good job of making sure Lupul didn't get to anything.
Horvat, the defender, gets down first. This time he got the draw. The Canucks get the puck. Hansen, though, tripped up, couldn't clear it. And the Leafs are set up in their second power play unit. Too hot to handle for Peter Holland. Here comes Daniel Winnick. Got Bozak in the slot. The pass to him almost intercepted. Still, the Canucks can't get it out. Jake Gardner. Bozak. Parenteau over on the other side. Peter Holland. Bozak. Winnick's in the slot. The cross-ice pass. Parenteau knocks it down, takes the shot, and missed the net by a mile. Gardner to Bozak. Back to Jake Gardner and over to P.A. Parenteau. Gardner looks, walked the line and took a shot that went off his skate. Holland comes up with the puck. These penalty killers have been on for a while. Gardner, Bozak turns, shoots, and he couldn't thread the needle. Ryan Miller makes the save and gets a much-needed stop in play.
Well, Craig, you showed the bad screen by Komarov. This would be defined as a good screen. You tell me if Ryan Miller saw any of that puck. Not a chance. If that hits the net, it's in the back of the net. And I'm deferring to you for good screen, bad screen, because you did it your whole career and were a pain in the neck for me.
Yeah, usually felt a little stick between the legs from the goaltender behind, too.
It's been a pretty good power play in terms of possession for Toronto. Cracknell and Kadri, and Kadri's going to get thrown out. So Leo Komarov will take the draw against Cracknell. And he won it too. Kadri bumps the puck back to Fanook. The return pass, hard shot pass towards the net. Lupo tipped it, but the shot was blocked. Cracknell takes his time. Kills some time, 20 seconds to go, and Virtanen's penalty. So one last rush here for Toronto with a man advantage. Fanook with the drop back. Kadri carries the puck in, dropped it off. Morgan Riley to Dion Fanook and back. Van Riemsdyk's in the slot. Kadri takes over. His pass. Joffrey Lupul. Penalty's over. Slap pass and a tip in front by Van Riemsdyk was blocked. Alexander went down and blocked it. And so we're 5-on-5 again. And Edler has the puck. Sedin line coming on. Daniel had that skipper go right by him off the boards. Morgan Riley steps in. Threw the puck blindly across the ice, and it got through to a teammate. Radim Verbata, after that penalty kill, is out for a shift with the Twins.
Let's see if this can get him going a little bit. Last year, 31 goals. This year, 1. Very strange.
Verbata for Henrik Sedin. To Daniel. Verbata back to the blue line, and the puck got away from Ben Hutton. Over the years, the Canucks have often gone to Jannik Hansen with the Twins, but it never seems to last very long.
He's got that speed, and he's able to play there for a short period of time. It's just the puck doesn't seem to have legs. Doesn't last that long, and someone else rotates back in.
Sven Berchi. Weber to Hutton. Look at the crowd in front of the net, and he threw the puck into that crowd. Good idea, and it just rattled off bodies in front.
You got 4 guys standing in front of the goaltender.
Incredible poise by Hutton, though.
Out of the University of Maine, Hutton had a busload of fans watching in Ottawa. There's Alex Burrows after the puck.
This whole road trip, guys, you know, all the families get to go to Buffalo and watch a game, Ottawa watch a game. Some of the families were in Columbus.
Here's Cracknell with a high shot over top of the net. Burrows is in front. Dorsey keeps the puck in. Cracknell plays the puck back. Dan Hamhuis battles on in front of the net again. It was Burrows and Harrington. They disengage and go after the puck. Harrington to Polak. Christopher Tanev, watched by former Canuck Sean Mathias. Verbata back out with Higgins and McCann now, so he just got that one shift after a penalty kill with the Twins. And there's an icing call against Toronto. Rick teams up with Rick Hansen to go fishing on an all-new Rick Mercer report. That's coming up Tuesday at 8 on CBC.
So often you talk about a goaltender coming out to the top of his crease. This is difficult for Reimer. Look at all the bodies in front of him. He's trying to look over top, look to the right, and he does a nice job of getting some help by Hunwick getting that one and blocking it before it got to him.
That is so today's NHL, isn't it?
Just a pile of bodies and try to filter a shot through.
How many guys can we get in a phone booth? Daniel and Henrik. Jannik Hansen is out in front. He's battling now, trying to find some space. The centering pass didn't get to Daniel from Henrik. Harrington and Polak out on the ice against the Twins after an icing call. This is not a matchup that the Leafs want. Edler from the blue line fires a shot. Aggressively, Reimer made a save he didn't even know he'd made. And Leo Komarov races away with the puck, and the Leafs get a defensive change they want. Here's Nazem Kadri. Threw the puck blindly to the front of the net. Jake Gardner just off the bench. In for Kadri. Hansen ran into him and fell down, and Daniel Sedin gets a hold of the puck. Henrik knocks it down with his glove. Tried to find Hansen. Instead, it was intercepted. Spalling back in. Winnick with a shot, and Miller steered that into the netting. Still a 1-0 lead. A first period goal by James Van Riemsdyk as Roman Polak tries to deal with the Twins.
With the new Ford Focus, you get to try more. More drives that excite. More to move you, inside and out. More performance that outperforms expectations. More putting your foot down without filling your tank up. And with an offer like this, it's easy to get into the new Ford Focus and try more.
Kimmy, you do know that there's only 4 seasons, right?
Then how do you explain the way kids wish away the summer because we can't wait to play in the fall? Or how teammates often become best mates? Or how families happily vacation in Winnipeg in January because that's where the tournament is? So you see, Miss Woods, there is a 5th season, and it's the best season in Canada.
So you're talking about hockey?
Oh, it's more than just hockey, Miss Woods.
Scotiabank is proud to support over 5,000 teams in Canada's 5th season.
Next September, the World Cup of Hockey comes to Toronto. Over 150 elite NHL players representing over 15 countries will compete in a best-on-best international tournament. For more information and to buy tickets, visit WCH2016.com.
Draft day, the happiest day of a young hockey player's life, right, Glenn?
Yeah, and a franchise, too. Remember the Trevor Linden, Kirk McLean days, and then 15 years ago, the Sedins. Well, here's McCann. He's getting drafted. Doesn't look too happy. Well, he's drafted 24th in 2014. Probably should have went higher. But happy to be a Canuck, and he leads their team in goals, and so youth are plentiful. So at some point, this Canuck team, you're going to have to pass the torch. Trevor did it to the Sedins. The Sedins now are in the midst of doing it to all the young players, and Jared McCann is just one of a bunch.
Twenty-year-old Bo Horvat, passing the torch to him too, and having a tough time in faceoffs the last couple of games, so he's chasing the puck. Tyler Bozak protects it against Horvat. Good battle here, and Tyler Bozak has drawn a penalty. This will be a 3rd power play for the Toronto Maple Leafs, and Horvat's going off.
And there's the importance of winning that draw. Instead of getting the puck out of your zone, now you're chasing it, and this is just an example of a young player losing body position. Watch Bozak, though, protect the puck. Keeps it alive with his skate, cuts back, doesn't allow Horvat to get the body position, and there's the little tug in the hold there. That's an excellent play by Bozak, protecting the puck and drawing the penalty.
So now they don't have Brandon Sutter to come out and take a face-off. Henrik Sedin doesn't usually kill a lot of penalties, but he's got to come out and take a face-off here in his own zone, and Kadri will try and win it for this power play that is 0 for 2. Henrik got down, got the puck back, and Daniel takes over. So Daniel and Henrik out on a penalty kill. They're doing a pretty nice job. Here's Daniel, he shoots, and Reimer made a nice leg save. Not a bad idea to let these guys kill. Here's James Van Riemsdyk. His pass to Joffrey Lupul was tipped, and so Edler was able to step in and clear the puck. That's a good shift for the Sedins, and now Komarov nose-to-nose with Daniel Sedin. That'd be an interesting conversation. In which language, we don't know.
I'm not sure which.
Here's Komarov, centering pass, Joffrey Lupul. Bank pass to the blue line. Kadri, Lupul stripped to the puck by Alex Burrows, and the Canucks might get out with numbers. Matt Bartkowski's got Burrows with him, and Higgins. Bartkowski's centering pass, sliding to block it was Nazem Kadri, a forward who is back. Dion Phaneuf back the other way, realizes he's on his own. There's the puck in, and Burrows takes him down, and this is going to be a penalty. A penalty to Alex Burrows with 56 seconds left in the penalty to Bo Horvat will put Toronto on a lengthy 5-on-3.
Well, here's the good chance by the Sedins, which will probably give them a little more penalty killing time, a little cycle back, and Reimer out aggressively makes the save. Kadri comes back as Bartkowski tries to slide it across to Burrows, and heads up play by Dion Phaneuf. He's got nobody to give the puck to. Everybody's tired at the end of a shift, and We said body position on the penalty by Horvat. There's another one there by Burrows. And a quick 5-on-3 here for 56.
Both referees, Justin St. Pierre and Trevor Harrison, just been hired full-time. So you could say, is it inexperience, or are they just the right calls? The Horvat one clearly was. Not so sure about the last penalty.
You could debate that one. But it is a 5-on-3, and the Leafs get possession off the draw. Morgan Riley, Bozak to Riley, fired a shot. Tanev blocked it. Gardner from the other side. Higgins and Tanev watch side of the net. Holland stopped off the post. Parenteau can't bury it. Miller made a save, then the puck went off the post, and here's Riley now. Passes the puck to Jake Gardner. Riley starts to close in. Parenteau's in front. Edler standing in front of his goaltender. Tyler Bozak plays the puck back. Riley to Gardner. Can't one-time it. Morgan Riley now takes the shot. That's blocked again by Tanev. Second big block. Gardner fires a shot. Miller made the save. Peter Holland into the slot. Parenteau shoots. Great save by Miller. Rebound's not cleared. Gardner holds it in. Morgan Riley, side of the net. Bozak, cross-ice pass. Gardner. Holland, he had a wide open net. They score! P.A. Parenteau. The Toronto Maple Leafs on a power play have taken a 2-0 lead.
Boy, some great efforts defensively that almost got the Vancouver Canucks through this 5-on-3. Tanev with an excellent play at the net. The puck was almost in. And then this last one for Edler in position. Almost looked like a fan there. He wasn't able to get in position to make the save. He's down, and it goes slowly right in between his legs.
That's just fatigue for me. And Miller here, like, he has made some spectacular saves, but that's just a misread. Skate save, not a beauty. Back of the net.
P.A. Parenteau has his 4th goal of the season. It's a power play goal. One penalty to Horvat had just expired, so it was a 5-on-4 goal, not 5-on-3. And that means that we're back to 5-on-5 here. But the Leafs have a 2-0 lead, and they don't give up much. That's 5 power play goals against for Vancouver on this road trip. Daniel sitting with the centering pass. Here's Henrik in the corner. Jannik Hansen. Canucks need a big shift here to turn this momentum back in their favor. So that's 8 power play goals against in the last 5 games for Vancouver. Daniel dumps the puck in the corner.
It wouldn't be so bad if your power play was contributing, and that's not happening in Vancouver. 1 for 14, their power play. That's just numbers that the goals against on the other side are glaring. It's an imbalance.
They're due for a power play in this game, don't you think?
As you mentioned, I think they'll be arguing that 5-on-3 call. That was a questionable one, but credit the Leafs for taking advantage of it. All kinds of pressure.
Bo Horvat, Sven Perchi, Derek Dorsett with them. Alex Edler snapped a shot. He hooked it wide. It was a rolling puck. Christopher Tanev into the middle of the ice. Peter Holland intercepts and comes out 2-on-2. He's got Grabner with him. Throws the puck at the net, and Miller caught it and hangs on. Past the midway mark, second period. Parenteau has made it 2-0 for Toronto on Hockey Night in Canada.
Wie macht Hunter das? That's why we're here, boys. These prices are too low.
Heizung? 7 Sitze? Lächerlich. Quality, features, value. The competition just can't figure out how we do it. Get into a Santa Fe Sport with no charge all-wheel drive and up to 0% financing. Visit your local dealer now.
You live at home, but you're not always home. You're downtown at work. Or you're away visiting a friend. Or you're even further away on vacation. Now you can send your online purchases to a post office close to wherever you're going to be.
even if that's just around the corner. Introducing Flex Delivery, only from Canada Post. Because you're everywhere, and so are we.
Listen up. I've pre-recorded some coach speak so I can enjoy this Subway prime rib melt sandwich made with seasoned, slow-roasted cuts of beef. Hey, eyes on me.
The 100% Canadian beef prime rib melt. It's 100% too good to put down. Subway, eat fresh.
Captain Morgan presents Score Like a Captain.
Where's Dave? I'll get him. Raj! What? Did you get that?
It's a valiant effort on that penalty kill for Christopher Tanev. He blocked the shots, but he couldn't get the puck out.
And that's why that's the head shake, because he has a chance to get the puck down the ice. Some really good blocks by him, some really good plays, but it's this one right here that he won't be happy with. It's tough to make that play on your backhand. Parenteau right on top of him right away, and the result is Parenteau finishes the deal off. Good numbers for the Leafs, 5-on-3. Another great number for the Leafs. They've only had 5 faceoffs all game in their own zone. 3 in the first and only 2 in the second.
Peter Holland, Jake Gardiner got assists on that Parenteau goal, his 4th of the season. As the Canucks break out, Radim Verbata. In for Jared McCann. He's in on the fly up against Jake Gardiner. Leo Komarov comes up with the puck. Kadri's just ahead of him. Van Riemsdyk on the other side. Little chip and chase. Komarov gets to the puck first. Kadri double teamed. And he gets some help. Van Riemsdyk. Dion Phaneuf slides into the middle. Fakes the shot. Takes the shot. That might have been tipped, and Miller made the save.
A little tip in front by Kadri there as Dion Phaneuf just trying to buy himself some time. You mentioned the faceoffs, Glenn. I think of the improvement of the Toronto Maple Leafs in this year's edition is their ability to defend, and they haven't been having those times where they've been trapped in their own zone, and they get the puck out quickly. They don't turn it over nearly as much, and that's one of the reasons why they're a much better defensive team.
And part of that is being able to win a draw in your own zone and make a pass to get out.
Well, when would you have heard this last year? Shots 20-10 for the Leafs. It was always the opposite. The opposition 2-1.
They've had the only 3 power plays of the night and scored on one of them. Here's a chance for Vancouver with numbers. Adam Cracknell waiting for someone to catch up. It's Weber with a shot and a nice blocker save and a rebound. Just about went off a Leaf and into the net. Instead, Alex Burrows is after the puck. Derek Dorsett cycles back for Cracknell. He's watched by Tyler Bozak. Burrows, a wraparound attempt on the backhand, and Reimer's down and makes the save.
That's more of the Vancouver Canucks game. Get your defense jumping up in the play to try to create some offense, join the rush, and then cycle game down low. And there's a good play by Reimer, reading that by Burrows. Everybody collapsed back to the front, and this is a second shift coming up here where you've got to get some momentum going if you're the Canucks.
Well, it's been tough for any team that's come into this building or on the road against Reimer. That's 18 straight periods with 1 goal or less. That's pretty consistent hockey from a goaltender who's given his team a chance every night.
Horvat, Virtanen, and Berchi assigned to try to keep some momentum going here for Vancouver. Michael Grabner got the puck to center. Horvat played it back. Edler down and up. And now he needs some help from Miller. And after Virtanen. And Byron Frazee stole the puck for Toronto. Tanev will try again to break through the neutral zone. Leafs have been pretty tidy in their recent games in the neutral zone, forcing shoot-ins like that. And then they retrieve the puck and get it out. Peter Holland trying to dance Alex Edler, and he can't get by him. Virtanen, Sven Berchi. The drop pass. Here's Hutton with a shot, and he's stopped by James Reimer. Dan O'Toole and Julie Black guest judge on an all-new Canada's Smartest Person with host Jesse Cruikshank tomorrow at 8 on CBC.
Well, if I'm looking to get after Reimer and try to get the puck in the back of the net, it's been too often just one shot and nothing in front. There's a long shot, the traffic's a little late getting there, and for most of those 13 shots, Reimer's been able to see them.
Here's the Twins and Yanni Hansen for Vancouver. They get a face-off win. It just about came outside the line and right to the front of the net. Reimer makes another save on Daniel. Daniel and Henrik in the corner. Riley and Hunwick trying to deal with it. Up the boards, Matt Bartkowski turns to the net. Daniel turns and fires, and Reimer made the save with Henrik in front. And the Leafs get the puck to center. No further. Blind back pass, just about got to Hansen. Daniel takes it. Threw the puck off the side of the net. Hansen parks in front. Henrik is there as well. Now he goes behind the net to take the pass from his brother. And good job by Matt Hunwick to knock the puck away. And they can't get it out. Hutton holds it in with a shot. Big rebound. Higgins with a shot that deflected off a body and out of play in the midst of a change. Higgins came on and got a chance.
Well, we're witnessing the dynamic duo here again tonight, as we have for the 15 years that they have been playing together. It just seems whenever Henrik gets the puck, it goes to Daniel, and it's tic-tac-toe for the two of them. 10 straight years. These two guys have been number 1 and number 2 in scoring for the Vancouver Canucks. Got to go back to Marcus Naslund for someone to have ousted them from that spot. Even on the shorthanded situation, Daniel had a good chance. It would have been his first ever shorthanded goal. You tell they don't kill penalties, but have to tonight.
They're always trying to make a play.
It's incredible. They're 14 years old before they started playing together.
There's a shot by Gardner that Miller didn't see, but the puck went off him into the corner. Chris Higgins deep in his own zone. An outlet. A good forecheck by Komarov, who's had a good night. Here he is trying to get to the net with Van Riemsdyk and Kadri. Komarov made that play again to Kadri. And it's back to Jake Gardner to the net. Another deflection just wide. Lots of traffic in front. And now Dan Handy is trying to settle things down. His defense partner is up ice. Yannick Weber couldn't take the pass.
Too many men. For the Toronto Maple Leafs, power play coming up for Vancouver.
They're first of the game, and they need one here. Need a goal, down 2-0 on Hockey Night in Canada.
Go first. Try something different. Try something new. Express yourself. Test. Consider. Step up. Give it a go. Give it a shot. Just plain give it. The more you try, the better it gets. So get in. Try more.
There are lots of reasons to bundle with Rogers, like staying in touch with all your friends and family, going full stream ahead with fast and reliable internet, and discovering new shows and watching your favorites on demand. Right now, bundle Internet 30, basic TV, and home phone with Rogers for just $72.96 for the first 3 months on a 2-year term. Call 1-888-ROGERS-1 today. Also, ask about other bundles with the fastest internet speeds to the most Canadians.
Hi there, welcome to Tim's. Can I grab you a coffee? It's Tim's single serve. The same great taste of Tim's you love, available at the grocery store. Whoa! It tastes like Tim's. Exactly like Tim's. Now, your home can be a little Tim Hortons.
I don't have an appointment, but I really need to get my tires changed.
Sure. No appointment needed.
We're in.
Now at Mr. Lube. Fast, same-day tire services, and there's no appointment needed. Stop by today.
Talked a lot about Ben Hutton tonight. He is the new Eddie Lack, constantly smiling, loving life. Loved it 2 nights ago when over 400 fans from his hometown of Prescott, an hour away from Ottawa, showed up. A smaller Hutton contingent tonight. His parents, Jim, Janet, sister Maggie in the middle. Janet tells with pride the story of Ben asking her to mail his Xbox headphones to Vancouver because he didn't want to pay $200 for new ones, even though he's making $900,000 a year. So one of the signs the Huttons raised their boy right, Jim.
He watches the power play go to work for the first time in the game. Vancouver's 1 for 19 in November on the power play. 3 for 29 on the road this season. It just hasn't been very good. Henrik and Daniel Sedin with Alex Burrows. Yannick Hansen gets some power play time here. 4 forwards and 1 defenseman, Alex Everett. And they're forced to regroup. Michael Grabner lost his footing and slid into Miller. They get untangled as Burrows comes up ice.
Yeah, he can't get up, Jim.
Miller's hurt. Now he's getting back in the net. Edler bobbled the puck, and now Miller's going to get a test. Here's Grabner. There's a trip at center ice. Edler knew that Grabner was going to take off. And it's a penalty shot for Michael Grabner, but can Miller face it?
What a sequence for Grabner as he comes flying in, trying to pressure Miller. And Miller, this is a dangerous play. You see how he loses his feet, but right into the knee, the left knee there of Miller. He got up very, very slowly. And then lo and behold, there's the opportunity as Grabner was in all alone, and once again, Edler with a tough play.
Penalty shot looking for his first goal as a Leaf, and Miller stopped it. That was barely over center ice. And Miller looks okay now.
Oh, there's a test of that left knee there as he slides across to his right, pushing off. Glenn, what's the body language telling you?
Well, I can tell you the coach's body language to my right was absolute fear. The training staff didn't take their eye off him, but he looks okay.
And now they're back on the power play here. Boy, that would have been a complete disaster to give up another shorthanded goal. So the power play continues. Horvat dumps the puck in. McCann is with him, Bo Horvat as well. Now Ben Hutton's out on the power plays at the left point. Yannick Weber on the right point. Canucks only have 7 goals from defensemen, and Alex Edler has 4 of them. Weber has the bomb of a shot, but now he's facing a 2-on-1. Fraze with a shot. Miller with a nice save. Bouncing puck in front of the net. And again, Vancouver comes close to giving up a shorty. Here comes Verbata with McCann. Fires a shot. There's a rebound. Hutton couldn't quite get to it. His stick was checked by Polak. Now the young defenseman gets back to the blue line. McCann's in front. Horvat to the line. Yannick Weber. Here's Ben Hutton. Fakes the shot. Verbata. Side of the net. McCann. Yannick Weber. Ben Hutton draws the puck in to get away from Mathias, and he lost control when checked. Nice break for the Canucks to get it back. McCann snapped the shot into the corner. Yannick Weber. Late in the power play for Vancouver. Penalty's almost over. It's being served by Cadry, set to come back on. And the puck is cleared. Penalty's over. And there was another adventure for Vancouver's power play.
Boy, the best chances came shorthanded for the Maple Leafs. Another turnover created a 2-on-1, and Miller saved the day there.
Here's Daniel Sedin. Yannick Hansen to the middle, scores! He's had the hot hand. This is his best 17-game start in his career, and Yannick Hansen, the Great Dane, has got Vancouver back within 1.
Well, you credit your goaltender with saving you at one end as the turnover just outside the blue line, a 2-on-1, and Miller shuts the door. And then, as you see so often, you get nothing on the power play, but then suddenly there's a little hold on Kadri, not called. Quick move, and you saw the acceleration of Hansen. Kept his feet moving to give himself a little separation, and right in full stride, that quick shot beats Reimer blocker side.
Hansen's 4th of the season. He's the fastest Dane since Ole Olsen. You saw that burst of speed that got him in the open. Now Vancouver's going to try and build on that. Nobody's going to ask who Ole Olsen was? No.
Hi, well, who is Ole Olsen?
Race car driver. Berchi with a centering pass. Peter Halder. And he's to Jake Virtanen. Got away from Parenteau into traffic. Berchi dumps the puck in. Big goal for Vancouver late in the period after an unsuccessful power play. Gets them within a goal. Here comes P.A. Parenteau looking for the trailer Peter Holland, who just put the puck deep, and Toronto's going to change, so Tanev looks up ice and breaks up. Adam Crackle dumps the puck in. He and Dorsett and Burrows go after it. In on the forecheck. Steady Scott Harrington with a second effort got the puck up the boards, and he gets some help to get up. 3-on-2 Toronto to center. Kadri with Komarov. Van Riemsdyk to the net. Miller steered the puck aside to get bumped again, this time by Komarov. Leo's had an active evening, and then he just got tripped up by the goaltender Miller as he tried to exit the crease. From center, Dorset. Chris Higgins off the bench, dumps the puck in the corner. That'll spring the Leafs because he missed the net. Van Hutton backing up. The long pass, here's Jared McCann again. Verbata, one-timer, way off the net. Back through center. Peter Holland snaps the puck into the corner. Byron Fraze to Holland, backhander. He had some net too, and he hit the side of it. Holland again, Gardner again, deflected, scored, but that's waved off right away. Knocked out of the air by a high stick. And called immediately.
Yeah, no question about this one. As some anxious moments around the crease for Miller. It seems like he's got action. He's got bodies flying in on him. And here, a quick shot that Miller knew right away was not going to be a goal. Pretty easy one to see when you got every player ducking ear level for almost every guy who's in the way between the puck and the net.
Big late period shift for the Sedins. They scored in their last one. Hansen's goal came from Daniel Sedin. Matt Bartkowski missed the puck along the boards. Handhughes set together now. Daniel Bartkowski. For Henrik Sedin. Daniel just to his right. Hansen's over on the other side. Henrik sees him. You know what? There's the back pass. Daniel shoots. Reimer has no idea where the puck is. Henrik to Daniel. The centering pass is tipped by Reimer. Hamhuis is in deep. In the last minute of the period, the defenseman Hamhuis is trying to get back. Loophole. Morgan Riley joins him. A deflection to the net, and Miller had to be sharp there. Quickly back to center. A foot race. Olaf gets in front of Bo Horvat. Hansen did a flyby, couldn't come up with a puck, and Tyler Bozak has it. Sean Mathias is with him, takes the drop pass, but he's checked by Berchi. Off the back of the net, a centering attempt. And Berchi gets the puck, and Vancouver gets out to center. Rink wide pass, and didn't get through to Hansen. And the puck was knocked out of the air by a high stick stopping play.
You mentioned the good shot by Hansen, and here's what it looked like off the turnover and how quickly the Sedins on the half wall there. Daniel gets a piece of it, just throws it to an area, and the quick release is so impressive. Stick side low, that's a tough one for a goaltender to handle. This is a great trivia question. 9th round selections in 2004, and here they are. Cracknell, Winnick, Hansen. You don't even have 9 rounds in the draft anymore.
You know what's amazing? I was looking at that today, that Matt Hunwick was drafted 224th that year, and I went to look and see if there was anybody drafted behind him that's in the league. There's 3 guys in the game.
Amazing, isn't it?
That's
Hansen, you're right. He's got the speed to play with the Sedins.
You wonder why he doesn't have more finish, and I've wondered that watching him through his career. He's just so fast, and he can snap the shot like that.
It's not finish, it's Danish.
Well, Vancouver got a much-needed big save and a penalty shot and a late goal from Hansen. Toronto celebrated twice, Vancouver once. It's a 2-1 lead.
Start the third period here at Air Canada Centre. When the Leafs started so slowly this season, it seemed only a matter of time until they were pleased to bring up #1 pick William Nylander from the Marlies. A standby for some now after Nylander scored the OT winner in a 9-8 win over the Ice Caps tonight. He had a 4-point night in all. He's now tied for the AHL lead with 19 points. His quote, "All I want to do is play for the Leafs. Sooner or later he will, but for the time being, the judgment is he's better served developing in the AHL, where he may well stay all season, Jim."
So have they already gone to the bigger nets in the American League?
Yeah, the 9-8 games.
Toronto up 2-1, trying to finish off the Vancouver Canucks tonight and into the attacking zone to start the third period. Matt Hunwick with his shot, knocked down. That's Nick Spaulding trying to tuck the puck in, and he couldn't quite get a hold of it in front of Ryan Miller. Spaulding looking for his first goal as a Maple Leaf, and first in 39 games. There's Jannik Hansen with the Sedins. They've had 7 shots on goal. Jannik has scored. Daniels had 5 shots, and he passes off to Hansen. Dan Hamhuis that hit a skate and another. And Spalling gets the puck and throws it out to center ice. Joffrey Lupul can't come up with it. Yannick Weber. Both teams changing on the fly. Left wing pass headed for the net is Jared McCann, and that's where the puck goes. And James Reimer stops play.
Well, at the other end of the ice, good early pressure by the Leafs. Traffic in front of Miller again, and Miller just anchors that right pad and makes 2 saves. Make sure he keeps his foot hard against that post and not allow anything to get underneath. This is a huge period for the Vancouver Canucks, trying to get themselves on track with 2 road games left.
They haven't had a great game, but this one is within reach.
Their coach was feeling they were winning a couple of the games that maybe they didn't deserve and losing some of the ones that they were playing better in.
They are committed to getting to the front of the net, though. It's a guy on every line.
Jared McCann got a face full of gloves from Dion Phaneuf. Welcome to the league, kid.
Now, where's the offense going to come from? If you're a betting man, it's going to come from the top line. And it was a takeaway against Columbus that led to the first 2 goals of the hockey game. Max Sedin got actually high stick in the face, got a new sweater, came out and set up the goal to Hansen. And here's more of tic-tac goal from that top line. Normally Verbata there, but because of the cold start, Hansen's filling in nice.
There's Virtanen trying to bank one in off the post. You can hear it clank, and James Reimer covers up. But what to make of Radim Verbata and his game again tonight?
Yeah, you just get out of sorts, as Glenn mentioned early on. Goal scorers, you watch Virtanen try to get short side. They want to get those zeros out of the way as quick as you can, and sometimes you start slowly, and you can't quite get your game back. And I think Verbata falls into that category.
It's a power play puzzler for me, too.
There's P.A. Parenteau, stopped by Miller. Big save, point blank, to keep this at 2-1. Then Bo Horvat breaks up. Jake Virtanen. Polak wanted him with a hip check at center. Instead, he got the puck 2-0 in front of the net. Mathias scores! Sean Mathias, against the team he played for last season, gets his second, and Toronto leads 3-1.
Well, talk about dodging a bullet here early on. Here's the play by P.A. Parenteau right off the face of Miller, but then looking to go on offense. Look at all the white sweaters jumping up the ice. The puck's lost in the neutral zone, and 2 quick passes. Absolutely no chance whatsoever for the goaltender Miller. Bozak sold the shot, made the perfect pass.
How about Roman Polak? All he wanted was a big hit. Instead, he got the puck and sent his teammates in and gets the second assist.
That's reputation, though, isn't it?
Think you're going to get hit, you jump up a little bit, and instead you lose the puck.
Bail on the play.
Well, Vancouver's had some inopportune turnovers tonight, haven't they? Miller made the big save, then this 2-0.
For Miller, you've got to respect the fact that you've got a right-handed shot in Bozak that could easily go upstairs on that, so Miller slid across, and Glenn, a terrible feeling when you see the puck go back the other way.
Well, especially when you've got Hutton, who tried to make a good play by diving to intercept the first pass, and once he does that, he's sold afar, and he wasn't able to get back to Mathias.
Mathias with just his second goal as Daniel takes a shot off a stick in front, just about an own goal for Roman Polak. Alex Edler in deep. Henrik Sedin, Christopher Tanev. Daniel to Henrik, and the return pass is intercepted by Michael Grabner. Mathias had 17 5-on-5 goals last season for Vancouver. On a change, here comes Yannick Hansen to Henrik Sedin. Waiting for help to come off the bench. Matt Hunwick takes the puck away and then is stripped of it by Yannick Hansen. Pass to the blue line, Weber. And Morgan Riley takes over. Daniel Winnick tipped the puck in. Nick Spalling. Winnick chasing the puck. Joffrey Lupul there as well. Derek Dorsett couldn't get the puck out of his own zone. He got some help from the Leafs, so they have it again. So Matthias had 17 goals 5-on-5 for Vancouver last year, but he only had one at this time of year, and now he's got one ahead as Joffrey Lupul. Goes to Gardner on the other side. Phaneuf with his shot. Knocked down by Dan Hamhuis in front of his goaltender, Ryan Miller. Phaneuf again. And a shot off the boards from James Van Riemsdyk is stopped by Ryan Miller. Don't miss a new episode of the critically acclaimed spy thriller, The Romeo Section, Wednesday at 9 on CBC.
How many times have you seen this from James Reimer? Gets spun around the other way, but still able to make the save. Good desperation save, and then a whirling dervish in his crease. It's been an adventure at times, but another strong outing defensively for Reimer.
Well, they teach that all the goalie schools.
Oh, yeah.
All the goalie schools.
Look the wrong way, slide around.
They must, because I saw the kid in the Timbits game doing the same thing.
If the Matthias goal was painting a Picasso, that would be the definition of painting a barn. No style points, but it's effective. He's stopping the puck.
Over and out at the blue line. We have an offside call. Time for a look at our Budweiser red light scoreboard. Boy, Colorado's on a bit of a roll now. Finally able to solve the goaltending of the Montreal Canadiens. The Avalanche with a 4-1 lead and 5 big goals. What's going on with the Winnipeg Jets? 5 big goals for Nashville. Here's Christopher Tanev for Vancouver. Edler in deep, and now Virtanen backing him up. Makes a pass to Tanev for Edler. No gap there. Dion Phaneuf poked the puck away. Bo Horvat knocked down. Here they come again. Matthias and Bozak. Sean Matthias to Bozak. Is a bouncing puck in front for Parenteau, and he couldn't get a hold of it to get the shot. The third man on that rush. Bozak again for Matthias, full of confidence now. Around to Bozak. The puck skipped on him and on Riley, and he has to turn and go back into his own zone. Here come the Sedins. Joe Riley and Hunwick on against them. And here comes the Leafs checking line, and they'll go back into their own end because they've iced the puck.
Well, James Reimer, the best he has played in his career, and his numbers are extraordinary. And it has been a difficult 14 days for him. You've got to beat Dallas a couple times. You've got Detroit in. Washington Capitals and the Vancouver Canucks, struggling team. You knew they were going to come in and play well, getting in lots of trouble with their coaching staff, lots of closed meetings. And Reimer's been up to the task again.
Canucks won the draw. Weber with the shot. Reimer with the save. Up to the task again.
Well, you look at just defensively, it gives the Toronto Maple Leafs a chance to win. That's 4 straight games. They've been 2 goals against or less, 7 of 16, and well on their way here.
Got some big support tonight. He's got 3.
He's got 3 goals. That doesn't happen too often. Just the 7th time in 17 games.
15 minutes from now, he's going to ask if he can bank one of them.
Yeah.
Canucks get the draw again. A winger win. Daniel Sedin. Shot scores!
I think this is going to be a kick in.
Jannik Hansen was the player who went to the front of the net. Linesmen and the referees will discuss this.
And even though he pointed initially, watch the leg of Hansen and the foot, just a motion there. That right foot got a piece of it. Reimer wasn't able to track it through the traffic. And let's see what the call on the ice is.
Play is under review.
That to me is a kick. I mean, a heads-up play by Hansen. He saw it through. But right there. And Glenn, look at that. There was hardly any room for that puck to go underneath. And it found a way through the pad.
Yeah, not deflected. Certainly a distinct kicking motion. The overhead doesn't do it justice.
So here's one where the referees will just go to the situation room and talk to them. They won't use their tablet to have a look at him.
A double deflection off the skate of Hunwick, but there you see that right foot. Boy, a couple of the angles, it's blocked off, and a difficult one for them to look at.
That's probably the best angle there.
Watching it live, I thought there was no question. Look at it, hit the skate there, but look at how far Boy, they're trying to be more liberal with this kind of play to allow good goals to stand.
But there does appear to be a kicking motion.
Well, in a game where we constantly try to get more goals, when's the last time you saw someone call for an illegal stick, a measurement?
Yeah.
It just doesn't happen because we're trying to get goals in the game, but the legitimacy of goals should be there.
And Glenn, I think the fact if he had kept his foot on the ice there at the end of it, he might have got away with it, but the way it came back afterwards, this is not a slam dunk. And the question is, the call on the ice, if it was an emphatic no goal, then it would be a more difficult one. But watch at the end as his foot comes back up, and makes it look like there was a kicking motion.
I didn't see a signal made at all.
No, that's what they were talking about it.
Other.
And you see the pointing of a goal, but it doesn't matter there because the officials go and talk about it, and then when they get to the scorer's table, they make the call to Toronto, which what it was.
And the first question that is asked of them is, what's your call on the ice?
I think for the most part they get these right, and I like the fact that they all discuss, they all talk about it. You know, it's such a small motion, and you know, from a scoring standpoint, Glenn, to me, that's a good goal. But under the rules and the guidelines, I'm not sure if it's going to stand.
This is an impactful decision in this game. At 4 minutes and 53 seconds of period number 3, it's either a 3-2 game or a 3-1 game. And it's taken some time. From way above.
There's no question there's a forward motion, but the difference this year and the distinction is the latitude that they do have for a kicking motion, and we're going to get the call here.
And it's coming from Justin St. Pierre.
After review, that was a kicking motion, no goal.
So Yannick Hansen denied his second of the night and fifth of the season. Jim Benning and Trevor Linden not happy to see that. They probably could have predicted it, but now they see their team down 2.
Well, the argument that Vancouver was making to me was, have you not seen him in the soccer game before? He's lousy at that, so there's no way.
It's not his forte.
Could be a kicking motion. They don't even have soccer.
Here they come again. It's Daniel Sedin with the puck. Weber was in front of the net. The reverse for Henrik Sedin. The Sedin's well rested after that long timeout. Yannick Weber kept the puck in deep. Dan Hamhuis from the left point. Dumped the puck in the corner. Weber, his partner, was in deep. Hansen with a shot and a blocker save from Reimer. And Joffrey Lupul clears the puck out of his own zone. Hansen back after it. Moisen in this play. There's Dan Hamhuis trying to catch the speedy Hansen with a pass that was knocked down. Burrows is off the bench and plays the puck back.
That was good awareness by Hamhuis. Komarov came off the bench and he was ready to lay a big hit in on.
Yannick Weber. Beyond Philippe takes the puck to Jake Gardner. Henrik stays late, throws the puck to the front of the net, rattled around, and Burrows was there, couldn't come up with it. Henrik's now changing as Van Riemsdyk dumps the puck deep. Seems a little bit of urgency in Vancouver's game here after the disallowed goal. Jake Gardner trying to hold the puck in. Cracknell. Burrows ahead of him, just onside, and the shot deflected off Gardner and into the net Haynes. 3-1 Toronto with the lead over Vancouver on Hockey Night in Canada from the Air Canada Centre in Toronto.
Wie macht haben wir das? That's why we're here, boys. 5年保証だとうるさい。These prices are too low. 外科の書類はどこだ？どこだ？
Lenkrad-Heizung? 7 Sitze? Lächerlich.
Quality, features, power. The competition just can't figure out how we do it. Get into a Santa Fe Sport with no charge all-wheel drive and up to 0% financing. Visit your local dealer now.
What would you rather have? 4 large crispy slices of deep dish pepperoni pizza or 10 delicious pieces of Italian cheese bread with crazy sauce? Now you can have both. Get the new box set for just $11 at Little Caesars.
Hot and ready. Fido brings you the LG G3 with its quick focus camera so you can capture the action as it happens, like the time you were painting a mural and thought it would be really, really funny to toss a bucket of paint on your best bro, and it was. Bring your photos to life and share them with the LG G3 at $0 from Fido.
If you build a rink, Canadians will do anything to play on it. Last season, we took you to the top of the world. Now we're taking the game to new heights. And it's time to earn your spot. Must be 19 plus. No purchase necessary. Details at mostlycanadian.ca.
Well, guys, when I think of Swedish twins, I don't think of this at all.
I heard we're getting a couple of Swedish twins.
Swedish twins? I thought that was just a myth. Like Bigfoot.
This is gonna be awesome.
They're here. Here they are, Swedish twins.
I'm sure they had hoped that this footage had been burned.
10 years ago, and from that commercial, they have led their team in scoring 1 and 2 for 10 years. Anyways, just a little bit of fun on Saturday night, coast to coast to coast.
Good sports, those two. They face off, winning their own zone. Tyler Bozak got it. He and Matthias have really come alive here in the third period. Jared McCann back in his own zone for the puck. Then Hutton up the boards. Gardner read that, threw the puck at the net. Miller made the save. Gardner again snaps the puck wide. Here's Hutton. He'll carry the puck up ice. Stripped of it at center. P.A. Parento trying to send Matthias in. Sean Matthias stopped by Miller. And Hutton again to center. Adam Verbata. Just offside over on the left wing was Chris Higgins.
You know, you live and die with the mistakes of youth, but it's about confidence. And Hutton, the one thing he has shown in his short career is he does have confidence. So that was a turnover that almost ended up in the back of the net. Credit to him, though. You get right back, come back as quickly as you can. Parento battles it hard, and Matthias gets the shot, but not the goal.
That's 32 shots now for Toronto in the game. How many of them do you think have come off turnovers?
There's been plenty. I think for the head coach will not be happy with their puck control in this game.
Lots of video clips to show the boys tomorrow.
You could probably define backhand toe drag through mid-ice.
Yeah, not a good idea, Glenn.
You've got to play the score, the clock, a whole host of things that go into it. And it gets better with experience.
Here comes Hansen to the net. He was stopped on a great toe save by James Reimer. As Yannick Hansen went to the net looking for his second goal again. Here's Joffrey Lupul back the other way. Weak shot stopped. The second one was a tough save for Miller, and the third one a wobbler off Lupul. Back the other way. There's another turnover. This time Spaulding stopped that long pass. Gets the puck to Christopher Tanev. He turns up ice as Bo Horvat just ahead of him. The pass over the wing. Horvat's in the middle of the ice. Thrown at the net. Reimer bobbles it. And hangs on as Virtanen put the puck on goal.
Well, you've mentioned so often about the speed of Hansen, and it's just difficult as a defender. You think you've got an angle on him like Riley does here, so he backs off, but Hansen uses that speed to get the lane.
The Toronto Maple Leafs have certainly gone to the net hard. Every coach preaches it. Get to the net, get to the goalie, and the Leafs have done a great job tonight. I guess when the coach preaches it and he's your highest paid guy, you listen.
Here's a Toronto breakout. Off the face-off in their own zone. A shoot-in for Peter Holland. Hamhuis is back. His partner missed the puck. The winger came back and got it. Bo Horvat. Virtanen bowls over Harrington. Grabner back for the puck. Hamhuis pinched, held the boards, and kept the puck in. Holland again trying to break up. Advances the puck. Fraze is after it. Berchi was back to get the puck. And he'll go after it again against Kadri, who's just come off the bench. Leafs in the midst of a change. Hamhuis in a little trouble over thanks to the forecheck of Kadri. Another breakout pass intercepted. This time Vancouver gets the puck back. Van Hutton ahead for Alex Burrows. He'll chase Dion Phaneuf to the corner. Komarov to Kadri. Tracked down and checked by Adam Cracknell. Van Riemsdyk. Here's Komarov. Shoots that one off the stick of Hutton over top of the net. Burrows fights for some ice to center. All he can do is advance the puck inside the blue line. Jake Gardner is there. Hansen just about intercepted that pass for Komarov. Puck got up into the face of Adam Cracknell and then comes to the stick of Joffrey Lupin. Polak to Gardner. Tipped in by Daniel Winnick. Lupin in after the puck. Got there first against Bartkowski. Polak with a shot from the blue line, kicked aside by Ryan Miller. There's shot 35 for Toronto. Matt Hunwick put the puck to center. Henrik Sedin looking for Daniel, looking for Hansen. A bouncing puck got away from him, and Christopher Tanev has to chase it back to center. Alex Edler. His pass, another one picked off by Parenteau. He was trying to send Winnick away. In comes Hansen. Henrik, slap shot and an easy save for Riley. Winnick checked against the boards. Tanev threw the puck to the open wing. Jannik Hansen turns, can't get the shot. He's tripped up. Vancouver will get a power play here. Goaltender's coming out for the extra attacker. And as P.A. Parenteau gets a piece of the puck, a penalty's called. Vancouver with an absolutely huge power play. Reaching in is Hunwick and Parenteau. I think Parenteau will get the gate.
But you're not always home. You're downtown at work. Or you're away visiting a friend. Or you're even further away on vacation. Now you can send your online purchases to a post office close to wherever you're going to be, even if that's just around the corner. Introducing Flex Delivery, only from Canada Post. Because you're everywhere. And so are we.
Now with Rogers, everyone in your family can get the music they want. You can get up to 3 free Spotify Premium accounts with a select Share Everything plan from Rogers. From pop to rock and everything in between. Unlimited. Share Everything. The plan that changes everything. Only at Rogers.
It's a special game for the Ontario boys and the Canuck roster, and for Morgan Riley it's special the other way because he's from Vancouver, played for the Hollyburn Huskies from Tyke to Bantam, worshipped Trevor Linden with a Linden poster and sweater to prove it, drafted in 2012. He knew with the Canucks picking 26th he wouldn't be going to the hometown team. Leafs took him 5th, and now he'd love nothing better than to hurt his hero, Canucks president Trevor Linden, tonight, and he may yet do it, Jim.
Huge power play for Vancouver here with 9:42 left in the third period. 0 for 1 with a man advantage tonight. Just about gave up a shorthanded goal. Henrik and Daniel out on the ice. Alex Burrows as well from the blue line. Here's Edler. Passes off. Daniel with a shot that was blocked. That's his 7th on goal tonight. Henrik has the puck into the feet of Daniel. Edler. Henrik. Edler again, the other side. Weber shot, he scores! A much-needed power play goal, and we've got a 1-goal game with 9:24 left in the third.
And part of what you need as a center iceman is help from your wingers. And Henrik Sedin loses the draw, but look at the wingers go in quickly. Daniel gets it back. They get a setup. The one real threat that you do have with that Weber shot is the one-timer, and Burrows is in perfect position. Great job of getting his stick down, the deflection right into your living room there, off the camera, and out.
Timing is everything, too. If you think about the penalty, it happened with the Sedin line on, and they have a commercial timeout. That gives them a chance to get a rest. And it's not the second unit that starts, it's the first unit, and they cash in right away.
The first unit with an adjustment, though, with Weber out there and not Verbata.
You just feel like you're not getting the shots away, and that's what Weber can bring to you.
And that's his first of the season. Van Riemsdyk with a shot scooped up.
Well, Burroughs had a great positioning in front, getting a piece of that shot. And for Burroughs, look at the right on the stick there. You see the black mark as he's got inside position, gets the lane perfectly. And for the one-timer, you don't know where it's going to go. And you just got to stand there fearlessly, and he did an excellent job of getting a piece of it.
So Weber still doesn't have his first of the season. And Burroughs has his fourth.
The only way Reimer could respond to that shot and deflection would be to crowd Burroughs, get right up to him so that the deflection goes right to him instead of through him.
As Cadney wins the face-off, Jake Gardner with a shot intentionally wide. Leo Komarov. Eric Dorsett is center. So Burroughs in the headlines tonight for the right reason. Some measured chirping as he dumps the puck in. Weber in with him on the attack. Dorsett. Andrews takes the shot that's deflected out of play by Tyler Bozak.
Well, he got an interference call coming up as well.
And that's going to put Vancouver on the power play again, and they've just scored with a man advantage, and there's the interference by Dion Phaneuf on Burroughs.
And that's a play away from the puck. The puck was not in position, and that's just an over-aggressive play that I'm sure Mike Babcock, he's just watching it now, and Glenn, his reaction can't be too of a happy one.
Well, he kind of thinks that the call was sold a little bit. That being said, Burroughs is the guy who scores the second goal and draws an all-important penalty. This could tie the game up here, so Burroughs, he's doing his talking with his stick now.
Now he's out there again, and there's Weber back on the left point with Edler on the right, and Weber's shot is knocked down before it got through to the net. Roman Pola can't clear the puck. It was blocked on the boards by Henrik Sedin. Puck comes back to Weber, other side. Edler couldn't one-time it, now he takes the shot. And Grabner got a little bit of that with his stick, and it's out of play.
Well, he had success going to the front of the net. What do? You win the draw. This time, it was a clear win off the face-off, and great positioning by Reimer, though. Look at, he's getting as tall as he can, trying to look over the head of Burroughs. But if it works once, get right back there and do it again.
Henrik's been pretty good on faceoffs this season, over 50%, and he'll take this one against Smalling.
Smalling on the day is 62%. He's 8-5, so being the left-handed shot there, he's got an opportunity to try to win it back on his strong hand.
Another delay that helps the Sedin stay out a little longer on this power play. Weber's set up to shoot right behind Henrik Sedin. Scramble draw, too many Canucks, they get it. Alex Edler. There's Henrik Sedin, Burroughs in front. Daniel. Burroughs a preoccupation for Riley. The centering pass, Weber's shot, Reimer made the save. Rebound cleared to the boards, not out. Burroughs lets the puck go. Daniel for Henrik. Bumped by Smalling. Edler goes down and holds the puck in for Daniel. To Henrik. Burroughs back to the front of the net. Weber at the left side, sneaking in front. Daniel couldn't one-time that. His stick was checked by Smalling as he tried to snap that pass into the net.
Well, you got a sense of urgency, don't you, from this top group? They sense the game's in position to get tied, and the intensity level is a lot higher than it was earlier.
Here's Radim Verbata now. Speeds in, takes the shot just wide of the net as his stick was checked. That burst of speed, that's the best we've seen of Radim Verbata tonight. Sedin's still on there. Here's Radim Verbata. Jared McCann in front. At least Henrik's still on. Tanev. Verbata's shot. And that's deflected by Reimer off his glove into the corner. Ben Hutton. Henrik's been out there for a while, and he stays looking to make a play. Nobody's in front. Now McCann goes to the front of the net. Hutton. Side of the net. McCann, quick shot up into the mask of James Reimer. Quick shot by Jared McCann. Tanev passes off. Verbata spins, has a look around. He's got McCann at the side of the net. Henrik's still out there in front of the net for Hutton. He couldn't get the pass. It was blocked. Here's Verbata with a chance. Penalty's over. Reimer makes the save. Rebound swatted down the ice by Fraze. And that's an icing call. And it's a very tired Toronto group that's on the ice. And will Mike Babcock have to use his timeout?
Yeah, you wonder about that. And here's where it all started. The speed through the neutral zone, sifting his way through as Verbata just barely missed on the stick side.
And a quick shot by Jared McCann. He's got a beauty of a snapper that he can let go in a hurry.
Incredible release for McCann. And that seemed to be a determined, kind of an angry shift for Verbata. Off the top line, off the top power play.
I'll show you.
He was making things happen.
That's the response you would hope to get.
You see Burrows score in your position too, and that always gets you going.
When you think of it, last year, 12 power play goals, top of the team. This year, none.
Well, Mike Babcock didn't use his timeout, and now there's another icing call, and they come back into their own end again. Dan O'Toole and Julie Black, guest judge on an all-new Canada's Smartest Person with host Jesse Cruikshank tomorrow on CBC.
I tell you who was smart on that shift. He didn't use the timeout because Byron Fraze went to get a new stick.
Canucks win the draw. Bartkowski fires, and another save by James Reimer. Vancouver's up to 36 shots on goal now. Bartkowski back into the attacking zone. Jannik Hansen's after Dion Phaneuf. Higgins is there. Phaneuf got the puck by him. Komarov needs some help. Can't get the puck out. Hughes fan trying to hold the puck in on his backhand. Horvat. Matt Bartkowski dumps the puck in. And Dion Phaneuf is back. Horvat's right on it. Jake Gardner. Up the boards to Nazem Kadri. And he bounces the puck into the attacking zone. Van Riemsdyk on Tanev. And he's got spun around. He got hit. He's down. He's back up. Komarov is right there, and he has the puck. Taken away, and out comes Cracknell. Dorsett already at center. Adam Cracknell gets into the room. Here comes Higgins. He shoots, and another save by Reimer. Canucks are really coming on here, and they're within a goal. A breakout for Toronto. Leo Komarov late in his shift in on Tanev, has a burst of speed to the net, turns, throws the puck in front, and Kadri would have had a goal, but Mathias knocked the puck away from him. Back the other way comes Burrows on a 3-on-2. Alexander takes the shot, and Reimer makes the save. Burrows in deep. Leafs think this should probably have been iced. Alex Burrows got to the puck in front of Kadri. Henrik Sedin into the middle of the ice. Here's Hutton in front of the net. Dorsett was checked. Another shot, another save by Reimer. Whoever got the shot away. Spalling up the boards. Desperate times for Vancouver, putting the pressure on. The shots are now 39-37 in favor of the Canucks.
Last 8 scoring chances have all been Vancouver. That's the bigger stat for me, Jim.
Jannik Hansen racing back into his own zone. As the Leafs hang on, Winnick stole the puck out front. Joffrey Lupul had a swat at it, but it was up in his sweater. Here's Spalling and a turnover. Lupul shoots. Great save by Miller. Rebound. He stopped that too. Spalling. Lupul scores. Was Ryan Miller interfered with? Does Joffrey Lupul have his 200th? It was gridlock in front of the Vancouver net. 3 big chances.
Anxious moments there as Spalling comes, keeps this play alive. Watch at the top of your screen. His feet come in, gets the arm of Miller, but Miller's down. To me, this is one that, yes, there's contact, but Glenn, even as a goaltender, you're flat on your face here going one way, the puck goes the other. I don't think there was any chance whatsoever that Miller was going to try to stop that.
And you're being pushed in by your own D. White sweater, pushing blue sweater. But they're thinking about it. Glenn Gullickson, the assistant coach, he's got the walkie-talkie to upstairs, and they're going to get as many looks at it.
So the call has been made as really Desjardins. Why not at this point, Jim? You don't need your timeout as much as you need it to be a 3-2 game. And if you're right, you keep your timeout anyways. I don't think there's any question there's a little bit of contact, but this is one where with a goaltender flat out on his chest with his arm outside the blue, I think this is going to be a tough one.
So let's have a look at what the standard is in the National Hockey League right now. What kind of interference will get a goal called off? There have been 38 challenges, 14 overturned. Joffrey Lupul involved in that one. The bump. These are goals that were signaled goals but were overturned.
I think what the referees look at a lot here is in the blue paint or out of the blue paint. The ones they've called back, the goaltender has been in the blue paint.
And look at where the arm is. It's outside the blue paint. This is a very difficult one. With the ones that we just saw, you saw a clear contact with the goaltender push back, and he was up.
He looked pretty helpless, though. Had he been trying to move, it might look better for his case.
And guys, this is again where you're just trying to get the call right, because there are times when the goaltender's down and out, and there's no way he's going to make a save anyways. And to me, this is one of those instances where flat on his face, he's not going to be able to make that save.
Here's the decision.
Good goal. Vancouver.
So he gets his 200th from Spalling and Winnick at 16-13. How many saves you have to make before somebody else knocks the puck away for you? That was quite a series for Ryan Miller. It was going to be miraculous saves. Instead, it's a 4-2 goal for Toronto.
And you think about this whole road trip for Ryan Miller, there's been some tough moments, some disappointing goals, some late ones in Ottawa, a bit of a stinker that ended up being the game winner, but he made 2 spectacular saves prior to that one going in.
And how about James Reimer at the other end? 8 straight scoring chances for the Vancouver Canucks. Easily could have been a 3-3 game. It looks like this one's in the bank. 4-2.
Well, the way it's been going in this third period, I wouldn't necessarily say so. I welcome those viewers of Colorado and Montreal. It's a 4-2 Toronto lead, and Vancouver has pulled its goaltender now for the extra attacker. Trailing by a couple. Daniel Sedin to Chris Tanev. 6 attackers inside the blue line here. Matt Hummer trying to clear the puck. Alex Edler down the boards on his knees up against Hunwick. Henrik to Daniel. The centering pass hits some skates. Verbata was in front. Here's Chris Tanev into the middle. Hansen shot. Reimer the save. He pushed the puck back. Daniel's shot was blocked. Here's Tanev in deep, and he can't get the shot away. A blast from Hansen. He hit his own man, Henrik, in front of the net. Desperation for Vancouver, but only one of those shots got through.
Yeah, Morgan Rielly took a sting on that one too, Jim, and he's going off the bench.
Here they come again. Henrik to Daniel with Verbata. Hansen. Weber and Edler. Verbata. Yannick Weber. Henrik Sedin's right behind him. Puck goes to the net. Reimer with another save. Loose puck thrown in front. It's bouncing. Reimer had no idea where it was, and he still made the save. He was looking one way, and the puck went the other, and he stopped Henrik Sedin nonetheless. Weber off the wing. He couldn't hang on to the puck. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, it hit me. And Reimer covers up. 4-2, he and the Leafs lead Vancouver on Hockey Night in Canada on CBC.
He locked Hunter das. That's why we're here, boys. 5年保証だとうるさい These prices are too low. 外科の書類はどこだどこだ
Lenkrad-Heizung. 7 Sitze. Lächerlich.
Quality, features, value. The competition just can't figure out how we do it. Get into a Santa Fe Sport with no charge all-wheel drive and up to 0% financing. Visit your local dealer now.
A toast to this free roast. Here's to you, free brew.
You're right, man. This is a real fine cup of coffee.
I know, right? It's like I flirted with a light roast, flirted with a dark roast.
Married this medium dark roast. Okay.
And it's free right now.
You're free right now.
It's free right now, but I'm free right now.
I'm free right now.
Let's go.
Grab one.
Really?
It's rich, it's smooth, and it's free. Free coffee. It's so good. You know about this? Yeah.
Starting next Friday, November 20th. It's always this good, not always this free.
This is iPhone 6s. Not much has changed with the camera, except how you take a photo, find a photo, share a photo. Ooh, Mom's gonna love that one. Your photos themselves have changed too. They move now. And the camera shoots video in 4K. You can even shoot slow-mo in HD. Wait for it. Splash. So yeah, that's what's changed.
Another peek at the Budweiser Red Light scoreboard. Colorado with 3 straight wins now. Finally, somebody solved Mike Condon. He and Dustin Tokarski both played in that game, and a 6-0 win for Nashville over Winnipeg. And here, a 4-2 lead for Toronto in what's been a very interesting game with lots of turnovers and lots of scoring chances.
Yeah, it's surprisingly very much an offensive-minded game with both teams turning the puck over, which has created some great events around the net.
No lack of chances. 44-40 are the shots on goal for Vancouver. But maybe too little too late. Goaltender still out here. Burrows threw the puck in front of the net off the skate and cleared to center. Horvat, Higgins, Burrows, Dorsett. In for Vancouver, Morgan Riley is back. He and Matt Hunwick. 3 Canucks in the corner. Burrows through the puck at the net. Reimer with another save. The puck is still loose in front of him. Higgins gets a hold of it, trying to bank one in and can't quite get it to go. Banked to center by Joffrey Lupul. Winnick has the open net. He got blasted and knocked down. And the Canucks are running out of time. Dan Handheaps. Sedins are coming back on. Here's Henry. For Hansen, he couldn't tip it. Going back to the blue line, Matt Bartkowski on the other side. Edler to Bartkowski, fires a one-timer just wide. Edler to Henrik Sedin. Alex Burrows, in comes Bartkowski, gambled and lost. Winnick for the open net, not enough on it. And going wide, Alex Edler is back. And we're down to a minute to go in Toronto with the Leafs ahead 4-2, looking for their 3rd consecutive win. Great stretch pass for Bata. To Daniel for Henrik. Bartkowski from the blue line. Alex Edler on the other side into the middle. Verbata shoots off a shin guard. Henrik to Bartkowski into the crowd. Knocked down. Hansen, I believe, had it hit him. Byron Froese off the boards, down the ice, headed for the net. Just wide of the goal, and it's an icing call. And that would have been a first National Hockey League goal for Byron Froese and a bank shot.
Well, the will to win gets taken away. And if you look at both benches, you've got Mike Babcock, I mean, every player listening to him because they know they're close. They're knocking on the door. And at the other side, you've got Glenn Gullickson drawing up his play. Nary 3 or 4 players listening to him. But Vancouver knows this is not our night.
Right off the draw, a shot was blocked again. Berchi tried to get the shot through. Pile up on the boards, and Dion Phaneuf down and up, and he's got up with some anger. And he takes a couple of gloved punches at Sven Berchi.
He's drawn a penalty here, and that's what he's reacting to.
Jake Virtanen again. This guy's a thunderous hitter.
It won't take long before that word gets out around the league, and you got to protect yourself because somebody's going to challenge you. Here's the play as Phaneuf going into the boards, and Virtanen right on him head first, knocks him hard.
Dion wasn't sure who got him. He just got up looking for the first guy who was there.
We showed early on his very first game, 8 seconds into his first pro game, because his first year he had shoulder surgery and didn't play in the Young Stars game in Penticton. It's Connor McDavid who is his target. And this guy, he's a complete package. Speaking of complete package tonight, these are saves where timing is everything. And it's not when the score was out of hand. No, the score is 3-2, and Reimer has to make 8 straight saves off of real good scoring chances, has to kill a penalty, at times style points 0, but at the end of the day, effective, yes, because he's got his team right now a 4-2 lead with just 26 left on the clock.
What a period. 21-20 are the shots for Vancouver.
And guys, this morning, Mike Babcock wouldn't get sucked into talking about who would be starting tomorrow night against the New York Rangers, but the way the games have been going, despite the fact it's been a busy night for Reimer, I don't know how, guys, you wouldn't start him at the Garden, would you?
Well, you've been desperate to find somebody who's going to grab the net and run with it. You have found someone who now is going to grab the net and run with it.
Ride him until he fails.
You're going to live by what you said at the start of the season. You got to play him.
I agree with it 100%.
Said he doesn't want to be thinking about it. He just wants the goaltenders to make that decision easy for him.
Now on the other side, with the Montreal Canadiens and the Winnipeg Jets remaining on this road trip, you've got to think Markstrom gets an opportunity in the Vancouver net, don't you?
Big guy, very athletic, competes like crazy. And Miller played him tonight.
Miller might have played too much. Tanev to Hansen. He fires a shot that's off a stick and wide with 20 seconds to go. Offsetting penalties, Daniel Sedin in traffic and knocked out of the air by Chris Tanev. Well, that puck was headed for the open net again. It was Fraze that took the shot. Here comes Radim Vrbata. Straight up the middle, he scores! With 2 seconds to go, Radim Vrbata has his 4th goal of the season. Unfortunately, they'll drop the puck at center, and this will be over.
Yeah, that's of little solace. If nothing else, maybe it'll get Vrbata going, but this is a clearing shot that you be the judge. Is that high stick? It was waved off. Chris Tanev turns it around, and maybe a big goal personally for Vrbata. A little frustration there, a bouncing puck, and that's a tough one that Hunwick couldn't get a hold of the puck. And Vrbata just stayed with it, got the second chance, and up and over the blocker.
And what this is going to do is just turn this into another agonizing 1-goal loss for Vancouver.
That'll be 11 now for the Vancouver Canucks. 5 of them in overtime and 6 of them in regulation. Unbelievable.
And for the Leafs, they'll have points in 6 of their last 7 and 3 consecutive wins.
Are we calling an offside? Do you have a challenge? He can't challenge a high stick, though. He can challenge an offside.
And in the last minute of the 3rd period and in overtime, this is all in the league's hand at the Situation Room. This has nothing to do with the coach's challenge at this point.
What they'd be dealing with was Henrik in before, and you can't see from that. You can't see from that angle, but it was the NHL, as you mentioned, Jim, the fact that it's in the last 2 minutes issuing the challenge.
This is just a timeout for Vancouver, basically, but they are timed out.
They are timed out indeed. It's just a matter of whether or not this is a goal.
What you're looking at is at the very bottom of your screen, but you can't really see the leg of Henrik, whether it's over or not. The official was right there to make the call, and he waved it off emphatically.
So to take the pressure off, what the league has done is put it in the Situation Room's hands for late in 3rd periods and in overtime, so no coach's challenge necessary.
And very interesting with the goal, it's the referees who are the one looking at it, but with an offside.
And Henrik is over the line. This might be coming back.
It's a long way away, but the puck does not appear to be over the line, and Henrik was a little bit too quick.
Well, you can see even Henrik telling Glenn Gullickson, yeah, I was over the line.
And boy, for Radim Vrbata, what a bad break as well. A guy trying to get off the schneid.
This would be no goal.
So a linesman have had a look at it, and here's the decision.
After video review, the last play was offside. There's no goal. 6.2 seconds up on the clock.
So the only thing it does for Vancouver is gives them a little more time, but now they're down by 2 again, and there's a half a dozen seconds left for the face-off at the blue line.
And Glenn, as a goaltender for James Reimer, that's a big one too. And you have another 2 goals against night, really solid effort. You don't want to give up that goal.
You're bang on. Wins matter, but if you're a scorer, whether you put the puck in the back of the net, or if you're a goalie, what your save percentage and goals against is, it matters a little bit extra.
Here they come again, and a shot by Yannick Weber deflects off the stick, and now we're down to 1 second and a drop of the puck away from the completion of this game. So it won't be an agonizing one-goal loss again for Vancouver. It's back to 2.
Think about the frustration, too, for Verbata. You mentioned it, but how about Nazem Kadri?
Yeah.
He had an empty net, and his own player took the puck away.
Yeah.
So both guys, Verbata and Kadri, go home still frustrated.
Drop of the puck and the game is over, and the Toronto Maple Leafs have won 3 in a row. It was a wild night with all sorts of mistakes, 85 shots on goal, and the Toronto Maple Leafs have defeated the Vancouver Canucks 4-2. Vancouver continues on the road. The Leafs play the Rangers in New York tomorrow. Thanks for watching Hockey Night in Canada.